Hey, welcome YouTube. Today I am live streaming. It's Sunday and I got a little time to myself, so I decided to reconfigure and set up my home office studio. I got some lighting set up, I got some audio set up, and got my laptop here that's hooked up to a number of things. There's a lot going on, but the intent of this effort here is so that I have a station that I can easily set up, and when I have time I can do more content production. And so today I want to give you a little bit of tour if you're coming and joining. So let me switch over to my webcam. This is now my default. I got my MacBook Pro 2016 edition here. This is what it looks like in the webcam. Hopefully the audio is coming through my camera right now, but you'll see it's a little grainy. It's probably bumping up the ISO to try to get the lighting to the right proper area, and the angle is not very flattering. It's capturing a little bit of my frizzy hair. This angle is pointed up. The best I can do is probably tip it this way, and I probably got to lean down a little bit so now I can get it straight on angle. But either I put my laptop up on a surface and it looks not so good. So what I have set up here today is I got my Fuji X-T3 on a permanent tripod. So this is a tripod that I don't really take out very much. I have it set up there. It's sitting on just an Arc Swiss mount that I can just drop the whole thing on, and then this gets routed to a Blackmagic. I believe it's a recorder or an encoder that's sending it to my my laptop via eCam. And if I were to do a screen share, then I would switch over, and now you can watch me. This is my website I'm building down here, and this is a screen share, and I'm able to narrate and talk while I am sharing my screen. So let's see if I can switch this over, and I'm sharing screen, and this is what it looks like. So let me switch back to the main camera. I got two mics set up here. Right up here I have my Rode NTG4, and that's designed right now. I have it set up to capture ambient sound, so it's fairly far up and it's capturing. You're probably hearing my furnace go off right now and any clicking sounds. And over here I don't really have the right perfect podcasting mic yet, but I'm using a cheap Samson CO2 mic. It's a condenser mic, and it is set in frame, which I'm okay with that because I really care about good audio, and so I'm making sure I'm speaking into the mic at a slight angle while I'm looking into the camera over here. Over here I have my primary light over here. This is a Rotolight Mini. It's like a small mini LED light that's shining down this direction. And down here I have a second one that's pointed to this wall here, just to illuminate this wall. Let me play around and show you what it looks like. If I were to drop the light down, this is now without the secondary light, and if I were to pump it up, it's probably too much, and just really trying to find the right balance. And really cool, behind me I have a Philips Hue. It's a little spotlight, and let me turn it on and check this out. So watch, changing that background light right here, orange, pink, kind of like fuchsia, not sure what the right color is. Anyways, it lets me play around and create some interest. My backdrop right now, I'm shooting at a f2.8 on my Fuji X-T3. Slightly blurry, but I think with this lens you're probably not going to get that much blur because there's not that much depth in the back. Let's see if I can find back there, right there. A little bit of unfinished wall, and I think this door I'm probably going to use chalkboard paint so then I can create a little distracting message in the back. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to attempt to lift this rig up, and hopefully the connections don't fall off, and give you a little tour. Let's see. There won't be a very good way of getting audio, so I will try to stay pretty stationary to where I'm at and do my best to record audio. So apologize in advance for bad audio. So this is set on an Arc Swiss mount, so all I have to do is unclip it, and I'm able to lift the camera off. Got a couple wires attached to it because it's live streaming, but let's see. So here's the laptop rig set up right now, you're seeing. And there's the Fuji mount, or the mount that I have over here. It's a small rig setup that I created a while ago. It's a little flashy. And this is where the HDMI cable gets a little bumpy, so if you move it too much, it kind of loses connection. Got 2 rods over here. This is a lens support when I'm using larger lenses, and this has a built-in Arc-Swiss mount here. I have this attached to a very old but very cool tripod, and I can use this to make adjustments into the height. I mounted a little magic arm over here just in case I wanted to mount any other things. So let's talk audio. Here's the Rode NTG4 inside a blimp. You can see my smoke detector. And the blimp kind of is intended to kind of remove some of the echo. This room is horrible because it's only 1/4 inch drywall, and so sound absorption is terrible. And here is the mic rig setup that I have over here. This is sitting on just a Rode scissor arm mounted to my desk, and on that is my Samson CO2 mic that you're probably hearing from me. I have a diffuser that's used for more photography work back there, and there's the rotor light. And as I mentioned earlier, down here, this one on the ground is shining up to this cracked wall, so kind of ugly for now, but it works. And here's the audio setup over here. I have a Zoom F4 setup. I got 2 mics going in at this point, so you're probably hearing the combination of my voice coming from both mics, and that's just hooked up back into my camera to get direct audio. Let's play around a little bit over here, give you a tour, rest tour of the office here. I set up a little side table here so I can demo products or other equipment as needed. And let's do a little Zoom walkthrough tour over here. This is my table of equipment, and oh my gosh, I bought way too much gear. Very cool. Down up here is my charging station. I have mounted some charging equipment, and let's see, some lenses, my external recorder, batteries, external flash, a couple hard drives, 3D printer. It's really sitting as decoration at the point. I haven't been 3D printing in a while. And let's see if you can see, there is the Philips Hue light that sits on the ground down there. Super messy down there, but when you're not getting this tour, you are definitely not seeing it in frame. And so give me a sec to remount this back onto the tripod. Oops, up. And so the problem with this rig is the sound is very sensitive, so anything I touch, creaking sounds will kind of create a little creak. If I move my laptop around a little bit too much, it creaks. And the other thing I really don't like about HDMI is, like you said, as if you're watching this, there's probably some blurry moments where it's just clipping through. If you don't have a perfect connection, you kind of lose some of that. So that's just the downside. Let's get through it. Let's walk through a couple other things I've been working on lately. So I'm going to do a little screen share. So I joined the MakerPad community. So if you can go danielhoang.ai. That's a site I created with this tool called Card. It lets you create landing pages, one pages, super easy, super fast with no coding at all. MakerPad is a code-free building community. It is a space where a lot of people are really into this no-code movement, and I joined this November challenge to build things with no code. And so I created a site where I have my social links over here, and just links to different resources I use. I love Creative Market for some digital assets, graphics, templates. You can go to here to get my kit, which is kind of the equipment I use. Artlist is for royalty music, so when I'm producing stuff with producing videos, and MakerPad over here. So let's do a little quick tour, and I click through it. So right now, MakerPad, you can sign up. Current price as of October 27th, 2019. There's a yearly fee of $197, or I think really soon you should jump into this $297 lifetime membership. I think this space is definitely going to blow up, so definitely sign up. So let me log into my account. I'm in my account, and let me go home. So this site is definitely going to be changing, so by the time you see this it will likely change, but a couple of cool things. They have templates, tutorials, stories, so you can hear about what people are building. There's a really cool community and a Slack channel that you can join to talk to other people. And then let's play through with some of the templates. And so I'll start with tutorial. And so from here you can see all kinds of recipes, I call them, or things where you can create a conference app using Glide, for example. So I know this is a need in a lot of organizations where they need to have a conference. And so in this case, this template is made with a video, so you can click through here and watch it. They're using an app called Glide. It's an online service where you build your air quote database in Google Sheets, and it creates the UI, a web app UI. Let's see what else is interesting. Create products in Shopify, visit your favorite blogs, create shortcuts, expense and reimbursement app. Every company is always trying to create something. And again, I really like these are screen share tutorials, so you can go in here and see what people are doing. And let me flip back when I'm here to stories as well. This is where if you need inspiration, you're trying to figure out what you want to do. Let's hear this person built a productized content service with $20,000 monthly recurring revenue without writing any code. So I think this is really cool. So let me go back to my site. I use this service called Card. Again, this is like basic web editing, so nothing special here. Threw an image on, threw some text here, and I'm going to update links. So it's super easy, super fast to create a bunch of little websites. And let me switch back to my site. So hey, that was a quick tour of a screen share. This studio setup that I've created here is going to let me, probably when my son is sleeping on Wednesdays, I'm probably going to do a 9 o'clock show, 9 p.m. Pacific show. So when he's in bed, I can run up here quickly, power everything up, pump out a live stream recording, do a tutorial recording, or produce some really cool videos. And I think just having this set up here ready to go means I can then also take some time to share some equipment that I have set up here. Talk about camera equipment that I'm playing here. Definitely if you wanted to see stuff like that. Or I can talk about tools that I have here. Something like that. Working on the focus. There we go. Where's the focus point? Camera's struggling a little bit. Product's a little small. If you are watching this live stream, 1, how's the audio? Does it work? And 2, is the live stream environment more interesting? What I really don't see here at this point is, oh, actually no one's watching, so that's no problem at all. The whole point of this is I'm just going to keep producing good content, and audience will be built over time. So I'm thinking for now the program will likely run on Wednesdays at 9 when my son is asleep, and I'm able to record these shows. And if you are watching post, leave me a comment. I'm really curious how everything looks and sounds. A couple improvements I want to work on is kind of working on some of the audio sound absorption. I think I'd like to get a ceiling panel over here, and maybe just throw a couple blankets around, just absorb some of the sound. There is way too much audio echo at the moment. So hey, thanks for joining. I really appreciate it, and let me know what you think.